Hey everybody, today's video is going to be a Yankee candle melt cup haul. So I am, and some of you probably are subscribed to Richard, who is Nuts About Candles, I think is what it's called, his YouTube channel. He also has a candle group, and I happened to get on there and saw that, and I'm not sure if this was a glitch or not, but it was something where you could enter, I can't even remember. But one code gave you like some type of employee discount, and another code gave you some other type of discount. So with shipping, I ended up spending $35 on 13 melt cups, which is a really good deal. It's still not as cheap as when they do the buy one, get two, but it was pretty close. These all averaged to about $2. And since I saw that code, I decided to take advantage of that because there are some winter scents I wanted to get. And then also there's a lot of scents that I've wanted to try that just I've seen numerous people talk about, all the time. And I've just always been curious about them and haven't had the chance to try them. So I decided to do that. So I just wanted to show you guys what I got. So I'm going to share that with you right now. Okay, so the first one I'm going to share with you is this scent here. This will focus. This is sugared apple, and I've actually had sugared apple before, and I really liked it, but I don't know, nothing ever occurred. It just didn't occur to me to go pick it up again. I don't buy from Yankee all the time. It's usually only when they're having a really good sale. And they put out, new scents pretty regularly, and there's always something I'm wanting to try. So I just never thought about sugared apple. But I am subscribed to Candle Cafe, and he talked a lot about this being an online exclusive, and sometimes that meaning that a scent is not going to come back or that it might be retired or something. And I really liked sugared apple, so I wanted to go ahead and pick some up. So I bought 4 of these. The wax here is just a pretty white wax. And on the website, sugared apple, it has top notes of vanilla bean, cream, mid notes of apple, greens, a lily of the valley, and a base of sugar and sweet notes, whatever that is. To me, sugared apple is just a really pretty sugared apple scent. It's literally that scent. You definitely get the floralness of it and the vanilla for sure. And it is a creamy apple scent. This really reminds me of, there's a scent I feel like from Vintage Chic Scents. Is it like whipped Mac apple or something? I can't remember the name of it, but it reminds me of that. But yeah, it's just a really, really nice apple scent. Now, is sugared apple necessarily like a holiday scent? I feel like it's more holiday than like summer, because this isn't like this juicy, fresh picked apple. It's definitely an apple that has been, kind of enhanced with the creamy notes and then the floral notes. But it's just beautiful. I love sugared apple. So again, I picked up 4 of those. And just in case you didn't know, I don't have a centerpiece, so I cut these up and melt them just like wax melts. I used to cut them in half, and then someone commented on one of my videos one time and told me I should cut them into fourths, and that was a godsend because I actually get better throw from these when I melt a fourth versus a half. But these are really great. I know that it says to only use them in the centerpiece, so I'm not advocating that if you don't feel safe using this in a regular melter. But I cut these up and melt them just like wax, and they always perform really well for me. So that is sugared apple. Let's see. The next one I bought 2 of, also because of Candle Cafe, is Christmas Cookie. He talks about this scent all the time and how it is one of his most favorite holiday scents from Yankee. And I had never tried Christmas Cookie. I feel like sometimes it got a bad rap because the throw wasn't great, but for some reason I feel like he said the Meltcup is better than the candle or something like that. So I wanted to go ahead and try this, and I went ahead and picked up two because I mean, vanilla is one of my favorite scents. I love variations of vanilla, but it has to be a good vanilla, whether it's vanilla cookie, vanilla flower, just anything with vanilla I tend to go for as long as the vanilla is not like fakey and actually smells authentic. So let me get the scent notes for this one. Okay, so Christmas Cookie has top notes of creamy vanilla bean, mid notes of nutmeg, cinnamon, and sugar, and base notes of vanilla, butter, and baked notes. I don't know what this is with the, like, baked notes. Like, how is that a... Okay, well, whatever. So, yeah, obviously this is a bakery scent, or that's what it's supposed to smell like. Yeah, and this smells so good. It's so crazy because I definitely get like that nutmeg in this. And part of me is getting just a touch of like a nuttiness from this. Not like too much, but it's definitely there. All those spices are there. You get the butteriness. You get that kind of like fresh out the oven cookie note. Yes, this one's really nice. So I hope it performs well. It does smell really good in this little melt cup. So hopefully this one does well for me. So I picked up two of those. Let's continue, I guess, with the kind of more Christmassy scents. So the next one I have here is Balsam and Clove, and this is one of the new ones that came out. So I think there was one called Balsam and Cedar, and I was a little bit scared of that one because I don't normally go for like woody or tree notes or anything like that. But this one I was just really curious about. I smelled it in the catalog and I liked it, so I wanted to try it out. It's a really pretty melt cup. I love the gray color and I really like the label as well. So the notes on here are top notes of clove, fresh balsam, and cinnamon. Mid notes of cassia, which is spice from the bark of an East Asian evergreen pine. Oh no. So cassia is a spice from the bark of an East Asian evergreen, and then also one of the mid notes is pine. And then the base is cedarwood and amber. And this is a really nice scent. This to me, it's very unique. So like when you see cinnamon, I mean, if you just looked at this, you would think, oh, it's just another typical Christmas tree scent with cinnamon. No, this is like different. So you definitely get the cinnamon, but you also get that amber in this. It's really, really weird, but it's so good. Like this cinnamon, I mean, this smells like something you don't have to melt in your kitchen. Like that, there's like this perfumey note to it. I can't even. So, I mean, you get the greenery of it. You definitely get the cinnamon and clove, and then that amber. I feel like it's the amber that's just making this smell much more perfume-like. Almost like a cinnamon perfume. I know this sounds so bizarre. I'm so not good at doing this, but I feel like if you smelled this, you would know exactly what I'm talking about. It's definitely cinnamon. It's definitely the balsam, but then that amber is just amping this up and making it so much more perfumey and I don't know, but I really like this scent. I love the cinnamon in here. It's not too strong either. You know how some cinnamons are like too much or they overtake everything. Like this is just so well done. Like I really love this scent. So that is Balsam and Clove. Okay, and then the next one I got is this one here. This is called... It does not want to focus on these labels. I don't know why. This one is called All Is Bright. This is another one I got because of Candle Cafe. He's pretty much like a Yankee connoisseur. He knows everything there is to know about scents, and he's really good at explaining them. So this one is All Is Bright, a blend of sparkling citrus drifting on warm musk. And this one I thought was really pretty. Kind of like a New Year scent or something. This is so beautiful. Like, Oh my gosh. So I definitely smell like orange. I smell grapefruit. I definitely get the muskiness of it, but it's very soft. It's a very pretty, perfumey type of musk. And then I'm also getting some vanilla in this because it almost has a creaminess to it. Like the citrus in this is not super pungent. It's not super intense. There's just a gentle like creaminess to this. I love this scent. It smells so freaking good. And it's really strong in this melt cup, so I'm hoping that that means that it's going to be really strong melting, but I am so excited for that one. Like that one smells so good. Next up. This next one here is Cranberry Chutney, and this is one that lots of people talk about. So, a lot of people say that this is like their favorite for like Thanksgiving and stuff like that. I like cranberry, but I don't know, it just never occurred to me to get this scent, but a lot of people talk about it. So Cranberry Chutney is top notes of ripened raspberry, strawberry leaf, mid notes of cranberry and blackberry, and a base of iris and orange flower. And this one smells good too. I definitely get the raspberry in this for sure. I'm not a fan of raspberry scents, so I can pick that up pretty quickly. This definitely has raspberry in it. I get the black cherry. It's very sweet. I'll say that right off the bat. Like if you don't like sweet scents, you probably wouldn't like this. This for me, I don't know. There's not enough tang in it for me. Like I like cranberry scents, but I really prefer to have that kind of like orange zest or, you know, that kind of tartness that cranberry brings. This one to me just smells like sweet cranberry, and it almost, for me personally, it's almost over, I don't know, the raspberry is almost like overpowering the cranberry to me in this scent. And it may just be my nose because like I said, I can detect raspberry really easily, but this is a very strong melt cup. And yeah, I'm getting a lot of the raspberry. I'm getting a lot of the strawberry. I feel like if there was just some tartness in this, it would be perfect. But it's a little bit sweet for my liking. I am going to melt this and try it out. I have a feeling it's going to be really strong because it smells super strong in here. And if I don't like it, I will, or if I think it needs something, I will just blend something with it. But that is Cranberry Chutney. All right. Sorry about my camera. So the next one I have here is Guava Coconut Fusion. And this one I didn't get on the recommendation of anyone. This is one that I actually bought last year and I really enjoyed. So that's why I picked it up again. This scent has top notes of grapefruit, mid notes of guava and mango blossom, and a base note of coconut. I absolutely enjoyed this scent last year. It is a beautiful, yummy coconut scent. It's so juicy. The blend of the guava with the coconut is it's so good. You definitely get the mango in here, and there is that little bit of tartness. There's just that touch of tartness from the grapefruit, but it's perfect. This is a perfect summer scent. Perfect for, you know, like August. Or I'm sorry, July or August when it's really hot outside. It's wonderful. I would say if you like coconut and guava, a lot of times when you smell coconut and wax, it's pretty bland in my opinion. It's not always the best. I love coconut and wax, but usually I like it blended with something. This to me is like a perfect blend, and I love... Now, I will say, I haven't had a lot of Yankee Candle coconut scents. I don't even know how many there are, but I really like Yankee's coconut scent, at least in this scent here. I think it smells so good, so I'm really excited to melt that. That was kind of the only summery one that I got, but I saw it on there, and since it was available, I was like, I have to have it because I just think that that one is such a good one. The next one I got here is Honey Clementine. And the reason I got this is because people raved about this scent and how strong the Meltcup was. I do like orange scents, and I thought that this would be a nice one as well. The top notes of this are orange peel, mid notes are clementine, and the base is honey. So very basic, very to the point. And yeah, it's just a sweet orange scent. You get a touch of the orange peel, but not so much that it, takes out the sweetness of the Meltcup. It's just a really yummy orange scent, something you could melt to really just brighten up your day. This is not something that, because I feel like this came out with a fall line or something. This is not something I would want to melt in the fall. This is something to me that's more spring, but yeah, it's just a wonderful orange scent. If you like orange scents, you should definitely try this. It's a sweet orange, so it's not going to be too tart, and it smells really good. So that is Honey Clementine. The next one I'm going to show is this one here, Moonbeams on Pumpkins. And I got this one. I have seen a lot of people review this and talk about it, but my main reason for getting it was just because it's so intriguing and it's really pretty. So the top notes on this are pumpkin spice and sweet orange, mid notes of clove, cinnamon, and nutmeg, and a base note of vanilla. I think when this first came out, people thought this was going to be like a cologne scent or similar to that really gross scent that they had out in the Walmart wax. And then it turned out this was just a really yummy bakery scent. And that's totally what it smells like. This is a creamy, spicy vanilla pumpkin. It smells so freaking good. You definitely get the pumpkin in this again. You get the spices, the vanilla. I'm sure the orange is in there. I'm just not finding it right off the bat, but it's a beautiful fall scent. So this is definitely one I'll be hanging on to for fall. But it smells so good. And I'm really curious to see how this Meltcup performs. It does smell really strong in here, and it has those types of notes that make you kind of think that it will be stronger. You know, usually when you see pumpkin spice or you see cinnamon, clove, things like that, you automatically think that it's going to be stronger. So I hope that it is, but this one smells really good. And then last but not least, another one I got on the recommendation of Candle Cafe. This is Apple Pumpkin. According to him, this is the quintessential fall scent that everyone has to have. He said it's the one he recommends to most people during the fall when they come into the Yankee store. It has top notes of apple, yellow fruits, orange, fresh greens, and butter. Mid notes of baked pumpkin, red fruit, cinnamon, clove, nutmeg, and fresh ginger. And a base of vanilla, caramelized sugar, baked pie crust, cream, and musk. Wow, I did not know that this had all those fragrance notes. But this one is so good. And for me, personally, it's just apple pumpkin. I know I read all that stuff off, but this is just a nice, juicy apple with pumpkin. I like this because it's not too spicy. There's definitely spice in here, but it's not anything that's too much or overpowering or makes me want to cough. It's just the perfect blend of apple and pumpkin. Two, perfect fall things blended right into this Meltcup. And it smells amazing. So saving this for next year and excited to melt that as well. And that is everything I picked up. I really enjoy the Yankee Meltcups. The thing I like least about them is cutting them up, but I think I've already talked about that. I really prefer to have, my wax already cut, whether it's chunks or whatever. So I don't enjoy cutting them, but they always perform well. And I know Yankee candles are not always consistent, but I usually have a pretty good throw from the Meltcups. I don't think I've had anything that was just super disappointing or that I couldn't smell. And Yankee, for me personally, even though they don't have the best throw, to me they have some of the absolute best scents out there. Their scents are unique. They're always coming up with things that are different and not regurgitating stuff all the time. And I really like that about them. I feel like their scents are very authentic to what the names are, so you don't have to like think about it. And I really like their stuff, but for me personally, the Melt Cups have just been the way to go. So that's how I prefer Yankee. Like I said, if they have a really good candle sale, I'll pick up some candles as long as they're mediums because I don't really like the large jars. But for me, the Melt Cups are the best way to try out their fragrance. You can try tarts. For me, I don't really like the tarts. They get really messy because of the way that they're packaged, so I don't enjoy that as much. And I just think that I get more consistent throw from more scents in the Melt Cups versus the tarts as well. So that's my little spiel on Yankee. I hope you guys enjoyed this haul video. It's doubtful I will be uploading before Christmas, so I wish you all a Merry Christmas. Hope you guys get to spend a lot of time with your families and enjoy yourselves and have fun. It's not snowing here, so I'm really jealous of all of you getting snow. So think of me if you have snow because I really, really want some. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.